the booth, we break it all down. The Vault Studio, the best show in town. Show in town, best show in town, best show in town. Lights on, mic check, game time, let's go. Jay George, Scotty running the show. Rock on the mix, keeping it tight. NFL talk every day.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Vault Studio NFL podcast. I'm one of your incredibly handsome hosts, JA.
Amen to that.
Joined by Big Scott. I'm going to do Scotty first tonight because he gets a bit upset when I introduce him.
He messaged me through the week saying, "Fucking James always leaves me out of the thing."
Doesn't surprise me.
I'm just happy.
Complex.
I'm just happy that we're all co-hosts now. That's all.
It is. I promoted you.
Yeah.
It doesn't come with any pay rise.
Yeah.
Or sorry, any pay.
We've got to redo our contracts.
Wait, you guys get paid?
No, Scotty, we don't get paid. Don't tell George.
Yeah. No.
I'm not here for the love of the game, bro. I don't need
These idiots are sponsoring the Sporting Globe and they don't even know where the money's going.
Good segue. The Sporting Globe, Churnside Park, our amazing sponsors, Dave and Eloise down there. Download the app. You get all the benefits of it. Half price. There's discount beers, discount soft drink. Every $25 you spend, you get $1 credit on your account, which if you go there a fair bit, it adds up pretty quickly. I've got a few free meals from that app.
Amen.
Go to the information, change your sponsorship to the Vault Studio NFL podcast, and it goes a long way to supporting the boys in here and getting us through. And lastly, shout out to Big Tommy, who not here. We got to sort this out because I need him.
He's with us in spirit.
He set everything up again, all in the board. Everything he does, so he's an absolute weapon. And follow us on all our social medias: Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, and TikTok. Comment, give us a hard time, tell us what we got wrong on our clips. There's 2 clips go up a day, so let us know what you agree with and disagree with. Love the banter. There was some. I'm not going to lie. We'll get to the Cowboys game later, but there was some fun banter with some Philly fans that have talked a lot of shit over the last few months.
And you love getting your licks.
I kept my receipts and I made sure I delivered it back tenfold.
You got your
and funnily enough, none of them thought it was funny. I thought they would have thought, well, what a laugh.
Classic Philly fans. There's one-way traffic that street.
In fairness, the only man who took it like an absolute fucking champ this week was Big Georgie Boy, which was a real character arc for you.
Well, did he take it like a champ, or did he just say in the chat, you guys get your laps in, and then good luck, and then muted the chat so we didn't see anything that was said?
I didn't mute the chat. I'm not fucking Brock, for God's sake.
I didn't say leave the chat.
I think I said you need to let me enjoy this for a couple of days because they're going to inevitably let me down next week.
That's what I said. Yeah, fair enough. Good week.
Enjoy it. Let's go to the first game on the board this week. We got the Ravens, a win over the Jets. Whatever, it was expected. They did it fairly comfortably, even though the offense isn't humming.
The Ravens didn't look good, did they?
They didn't look fantastic. And Lamar still does not look 100%. I want to put that in.
No, he actually cooked my multi this week. And
2 weeks without a touchdown.
I had him for 12.5 rushing yards, and the bastard couldn't even get 12.
I genuinely think that they're just not putting him in that position to have to do anything yet because I don't think they know they didn't need it against the Jets.
No, that could be true, but I also think there's an element of he's not trusting himself.
Potentially.
There's a couple of times he could have ran upfield.
Yeah.
And there was one he could have, a year ago, he would have run to the pylon and scored a touchdown.
I know the one you're talking about.
And he sort of just ran out of bounds at like the 2-yard line. I was like,
yeah.
That would have got me home from the multi. Come on, man.
Well, he's probably
just
parlay. He's playing the long game.
And you know what I'm certain of?
Yes.
As he's, reading the defenses and, calling the plays in the huddle, his number one concern is not coverages and safeties and linebackers. He's definitely worried about your multi. So, yeah, that's fair.
I've heard that. He actually tweeted about it this week saying he apologized if that makes you feel
Shout out to Scotty.
Yeah, I might have to message him privately like those nuffies that they lose them.
No, the worst are the fantasy guys.
Oh, yeah.
I actually saw a clip today. It was Taylor Lewan talking about Todd Gurley. Remember the season where they were winning a game, he'd slide and not score the touchdown.
Yes.
And he did it like 5 times throughout the season.
Yeah.
And he was like, and some guy had tweeted at him saying, Todd Gurley's ruining my fucking fantasy season. He could be winning me games. If I saw that guy, we'd be having a word. And he responded to us saying, pull up then, bro. And the guy's response was like, nah, it's all good, man. I was just being a dick. I'm sorry. So I forgot you're 6'3" and jacked.
Yeah, massive. Yeah.
No, the real story of this game is Ravens are now leading the division.
Yep.
So they've caught Pittsburgh. We'll talk Pittsburgh soon, but they've caught them. And
I 5 in a row now for the Ravens.
5 wins in a row.
Yeah, they were 1-5. Correct.
Yeah,
yes,
they haven't beaten any phenomenal teams in that run.
No,
they beat. I think the best team they beat. I can't remember what it was when Tyrod Taylor was starting. when they beat the Bears.
No, Tara
Taylor's for the Jets.
Who's the backup? Huntley. Sorry,
Huntley. Yeah,
sorry. But yeah, just the main thing is they needed to get this win. They needed to hope Pittsburgh lost. Tick.
Yep.
And they're now tied. They get to play them twice. I think this division's theirs.
Oh, they're going to fuck them with scissors.
I think they could win the division by 3 or 4 games. I think that's how much better they are.
Essentially, the defense is getting healthy by the week. Lamar will, slowly work out of this. I wouldn't call it a funk, but just sort of coming back, getting the rust off.
Yeah.
So that if touch wood, if they can sort of stay healthy leading into the playoffs, they might be the 4 seed, but I don't think anyone's going to want to see them as the 4 seed.
No.
So
in those games like the 4v6 or whatever it could be Bills versus Ravens.
Yeah, potentially, yeah.
Or Ravens versus
it could
Chiefs.
Very realistically be, if they're the 4 seed, it could be 4v5.
4v5.
So it could very realistically be Bills v Ravens in the wild card round.
Yeah, or Chiefs.
Which is crazy. But like I said, good win by the Ravens. They're back on top. I've got our boy Jer sent in a voice clip. I haven't heard it, so this is raw for me, which is rare in my household.
It was Jets game. Held on just to see the end of the Steelers game as well, to see if miracles can happen, and it appears to be the Ravens are now number 1 in the AFC North. Who would have seen this coming? But it comes at a loss after losing poor Hamilton. We might be in trouble now, coming to a very important 6-game run at the end of the season. We play the Bengals twice, we play the Steelers twice, with New England and Green Bay in there, so it's going to be a tight run home, but wouldn't have expected them to be in this position anyway.
That's cool.
Gentlemen, have a good week. Speak to you soon.
Shout out you big Joe, our Irish stallion.
And shout out to Joe. He's actually made an excellent point. And those 2 games, and now with Burrow back, which we'll get to obviously in the previews, but those 2 games become very, very interesting. They're not like gimmies anymore at all.
No. Is Kyle Hamilton out for the season? Is it confirmed?
I don't know.
Who, sorry?
Kyle Hamilton, is he out for the season?
No, I don't believe so.
It looked inconspicuous. It looked like those injuries where you're like, because it was pretty much non-contact.
Yeah.
His foot just kind of got it stuck and his whole leg twisted and his knee. You could just tell he knew instantly and just started limping. I haven't seen. I looked yesterday in fairness and didn't see, but if he's out for the season, it's a massive loss if he's out for the season. If he's out for
because he's an excellent player.
And he's kind of the linchpin to that defense. He's him moving positions, which they did last year and again this year to kind of help. It's made their defense a lot better.
Agreed.
So
the only thing I've pulled up here is deemed not serious by the Ravens head coach Jim Harbaugh, who got fined earlier for reporting.
True.
So who knows what it's actually.
You'd sort of gauge that not serious means that it's not season ending.
If it was season ending, we'd know by now.
Sure.
Yeah, definitely.
So that's good news. I'm sure I think Joe sent this to me.
Here we go. 7 hours ago, Hamilton and 3 other starters returned to practice. So
he's practicing.
Yeah, I didn't see anything that it was too serious. Who have they got this week coming?
Bengals. We'll talk about it later.
Oh yeah. On
so I think Joe sent this to me. It came in at like 1 a.m. our time Monday night, which is early morning in Ireland. So he probably hadn't seen it yet. But yeah, shout out to the Ravens. Well done, boys. You're fighting back. Let's go to the next game, which is the Chicago Bears getting it done over the Pittsburgh Steelers, 31-28. This is a bit of a game. Mason Rudolph played okay in patches. I don't think he's very good still, but
no, he's not very good. But that's why he's a backup.
I think it's fair to say that this is probably the best team Chicago have beaten over the last few games. They haven't beaten the Lions, they beat the Packers. No, they lost to the Packers.
Well, Minnesota
division game was a good win last week.
Yeah.
They're 8-1 in their last 9 games or something.
Yeah, they are.
They're on a hell of a run at the moment.
It's wild. And so they haven't look, again, we give the Patriots shit for it. Like they're getting the benefit of an easy schedule, but they're winning them. That's the bottom line. And
tougher division though.
Tough division too. And in fairness, Caleb Williams, every week I'm watching him. I'm like, I genuinely believe he's getting better every single week. I think he adds a little bit more to his game every single time I watch him.
And especially in that system and that offense, it's going to get better as the weeks go on. Because he's just getting more and more experience with the verbiage, with the playbook, with just how Ben Johnson's play calling is, because you just got to get used to the play caller.
Yep.
That's why, that continuity going on is only going to be to his benefit.
They're becoming a very complete offense as well. They're sharing the ball around. DJ Moore got a little bit more targets and a little bit more production.
First multiple touchdown game in Chicago.
Yeah.
So he hasn't had one since Carolina. So
is that true?
Yeah. He hasn't had a multiple touchdown game at Chicago.
Okay.
That's right. Yeah.
I think he's had some huge games.
Oh, his first year in Chicago, he had a lot of yards in that.
Yeah.
First 2-score game.
Yeah.
But you're right. They spread it around. He's taking what they're giving him.
Yep.
He's running the offense really cleanly. And I guess for Pittsburgh, like we told you so.
Yeah. There's no surprise here with Pittsburgh.
It's just what they do every year.
TJ Watt's gotten better over the last 3 to 4 weeks. He's starting to look like his old self. But unfortunately, the rest of the defense it's
not amazing.
It's old and slow.
TJ Watt is now the sack leader in the family.
Yeah. On that.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so JJ Watt was commentating the game, funnily enough.
Yes, I saw this.
And TJ Watt's sack came on where he stripped the ball and they got the defensive touchdown.
Yep.
And yeah, it's pretty cool. And Derek Watt, his other brother, who quietly played 9 seasons in the NFL as well as a fullback, not as decorated as a career, but 9 seasons in the NFL is nothing to slouch. And he was in the crowd with his kids watching as well. So
that's awesome.
It's a cool experience. Like
pretty cool.
I said, if you would have said that JJ Watt wouldn't have the most sacks in his family, you'd be like, it's a pretty good family.
Anyone that breaks any of JJ Watt's records is
a stud.
Yeah, is an absolute stud. Any one of his records.
He's a first ballot Hall of Famer, TJ Watt. And
both of them are.
Both, yeah. And I hope. I think is JJ Watt in there yet? No, he's not. He's
no, because he came back out of retirement with Arizona. I think maybe next year he's eligible.
It'd be close.
Yeah.
Good commentator as well, JJ Watt, in fairness.
Yeah.
And he's great on the Pat McAfee show. He's actually hilarious.
He's very funny.
I like the Pat McAfee show. The guys that go on it who are, when they commentate, obviously they're very serious and that they just relax and it's more like a fun thing they're doing.
Yep.
It's really good just to see them.
That's the atmosphere of the show.
It's just really good to see them chill out and just be themselves and have a laugh and talk a bit of shit with the guys.
Kind of like
what we do.
If you want to come on here and have a laugh with us, we'll have you.
Kind of like what we do without the platform.
It's exactly right. It's why I actually enjoy it. But shout out to the Bears. They keep going.
Yep.
Bears up.
Yeah, no, you can't say anything about the Bears. A little bit. Had a few opportunities to put them away early.
Yeah.
And kept the door open a little bit. And I think what I would like to see going forward is when you're in a winning position, run the ball, take the air out of the game, run the clock down, and then just finish the game. Yep.
Yeah, that's fair.
Just looking at their run coming up. So obviously they've had a great run. They're 8-1 in their last 9 games.
Yep.
A little bit of a tougher run coming up.
You got Eagles on Black Friday.
Philly
this next month.
Saturday our time.
This next month we'll sort them out because obviously they're winning the division at the moment. They're a game ahead of the Packers, but still got to pay them. So they've got the Eagles in Philly, then into Green Bay, then the Browns, then the Packers again. So
they can win 2 of them. I think that's good for them.
I think that's a tough month.
But you know what it is? They've banked wins though.
Yeah, they have. I agree.
Like they've got to find 3 wins in the next 6 games.
I think if they can split with the Packers and then pinch either one from the Eagles or the Browns, I think that's pretty good.
Yeah, I think so as well. I think it's a win if they go 2-2 there.
Yeah, absolutely. Next game is the big one.
Oh, here we go.
Cowboys are the comeback kids.
This game was as close to a tale of 2 halves as you're ever going to see in your life.
It's exactly what it was.
Yeah.
Because I'm pretty sure at half or when they went up 21-0, the exact message was it's all over in Arlington. And I said, yep, done.
Yeah.
Done. It's
I said, I think that's all. I think that's game in Arlington.
And that was a classic ESPN. I think it was a 97% chance of winning the game at that point.
Well,
I love that stat just quietly.
If you're up 21-0, you should win.
Fine. The scoreline's one thing, right? But if you were watching the game, no one that was watching that game could think, oh yeah, Dallas are going to come back and score 24 and 8 points.
Me as a Philly hater was for sure.
They couldn't. And you look at it, right?
Might have been on an island there, bro.
Because I might have watched this. I don't know, 2, maybe 9 times. And you've got to enjoy your wins, you know.
Yeah.
And you look at the 3 touchdowns they got. It was on the first drive where the Cowboys went for it on 4th down from just at midfield, which I didn't think was necessary, but I also understood the theory of we've got to score because our defense is atrocious and they're going to score. And then Jalen Hurts went and scored straight away. And then the next one was on a turnover that they scored off. Oh, no, sorry. The next one was on the punt.
The block punt.
Which was a penalty. He hit the guy on the punt and they got the penalty.
Well,
and
I looked into that. Apparently it wasn't called a pen because he hit him on his kicking leg, not on his plant leg. That was the
it's still roughing.
Oh no, you're talking about the Cowboys one later. The first one on the Eagles was called roughing and given them. It was 4th and 16 or something, and they got an automatic first down from roughing, which I was like, I didn't look like roughing. But anyway, that's what happens when you're the new Chiefs. I mean, the Eagles. No, look, it was fair. The only one that annoyed me then later on in the end zone, the Eagles guy literally ran through the Cowboys kicker and they called it running into, so they didn't get the first. But that's just inconsistent. That's just what it is at the moment. But they kind of scored 3 touchdowns early, and then Dak threw an awful interception in the end zone.
Yep.
And I'm thinking, it's just not going to happen. There's too much pressure on the offense now. They're not going to be able to get it done. And then they scored just before the half. And then they stopped the Eagles, and then they got another score. And it was like, okay, now it's 1-score game. And you could see the defense was just doing whatever they could, the Eagles defense, just to keep them in the game. Because the offense, I don't know what happened in that second half. Hurts looked like an MVP in the first half. He couldn't make a bad mistake. In the second half, it's like he couldn't even get his bearings on what he needed to do on any play.
I don't know. It's inexplicable what happened.
I couldn't work it out. And I think I'm coming to terms with the fact now that this Cowboys defense, although I don't think it's phenomenal or a top 10 defense or anything like that, but the moves they've made, it's not the same defense from 6 weeks ago.
No, absolutely not. Like, absolutely not.
Williams, he's had 15 pressures in 2 games from the interior.
He had 14 for this season before the trade.
Yeah, he's a genuine, outstanding move by Jerry and the Cowboys. Just an awesome move. And I'm not going to start doing they've won the trade, because Parsons, an outstanding footballer. He's just had his 4th season in a row with 10 sacks.
That's fifth.
5th season in a row with 10 sacks, which I think is just him and Reggie White or something like that.
That's right. Yeah.
So that player you've given up,
to Green Bay,
pretty good company
champions.
Yeah, like he's an elite player. So I think this trade has the potential to work out fairly fair in the end of the way. The Green Bay got the player they wanted, and the Cowboys are hopefully going to use this to rebuild and get this team back to hopefully a contending position.
Yep. No, you got a few guys back in the secondary. Overshawn's a huge in.
Seriously, Overshawn, I forgot how big a difference it is. Just having a guy that is high energy, physical, like he does not miss many tackles.
Sideline to sideline.
Yeah, gets to everything. Yep. And you can see the energy when he's on the field, the energy goes up a kind of a notch there. And then the other guy is Revel, who me and you talked about during the week, Scotty, who was the 3rd round pick for the Cowboys, but from all reports would have been one of the best corners in the draft.
He was the best corner.
Yes. And did his knee or his Achilles or something late in the college in the season. So he's just come back healthy now. He's played 2 games. You get Overshawn back, Williams in, Ravel back, and then it's amazing when you add 3 players to an 11-man team, just how different things can look pretty quickly.
3 starters.
Yeah. So it's definitely better.
I've got an issue here, and it's Saquon Barkley all year has been pretty dreadful. He's been pretty dreadful.
He's had one good game. He's 100-yard game.
I think out of everyone that's had 20 rushes, his ranking is 155 in the league.
Yeah, he's. I don't know if it's something going on with him. I don't know if it's physically. I don't know if it's between the ears. I know that the O-line has been banged up. There's been a lot of changes, a lot of personnel in and out. There's been very little consistency up front on the O-line. I don't know if it's the play calling that's contributing to it and not being able to scheme open and get running lanes open, but he's really, really struggling at the moment. Like there was a couple times where he's like, it's him with the ball. Either he's, obviously running outside on the edge, or he's got the ball out in the flat, like on a pass. And you can see it's just him and one defender, and it's like
he doesn't make a miss.
5 or 6 yards to the stick to get to the first down, and
he gets drilled.
Last year, he's making that first down easily.
He's making the defender look like an idiot,
exactly,
and then generating huge
a guy,
plays,
juking a guy, and 1 or 2 of those he's bouncing it for 40 yards, like you said. And it's
100%.
like he's like getting drilled 3 yards short. It's like what's going on?
This is the world of the running backs, right? We've seen it with elite running backs. CMC is the same. It's either injury or like it's well documented now that they can't just continue to have the workload every year.
Yeah.
What do they say that if you have 200 carries as a running back in the NFL, you have the same physical impact as 3 fatal car crashes?
Yeah. Well,
in 200 carries.
And he had just 380 touches last
year. So I
year.
mean, like it's bound to happen. And this is the concern I have with just like on the Cowboys. They'll lose to the Chiefs this week, whatever. Like they're not, this was a great win. It was fun. Like I enjoyed it. I can see some signs of future hope.
Sure.
My concerns with the Eagles, it's like if the defense doesn't bail them out and win them the game, they fall apart.
Well,
I had a second part of this question just quickly.
Mm.
Do you think, and as an Eagles fan, you probably got a little bit of a different opinion. Do we think that the Eagles are a genuine contender the way Saquon's playing? Because it all revolves around Saquon.
No.
And they can only score 13 points. And they're not going to win games in playoffs or towards the end of December. They're not going to win games 13-10.
No, well, I just want to read you, and this is going to answer your question. This was our second half drives.
Yep.
Okay. Punt, miss field goal, fumble, punt.
Yeah, that fumble was bad too.
And then one of the punts was on the was a fumble as well. Remember?
So,
like this game really,
and
if it's not for the elite defense the Eagles have, which is fucking unreal,
it is very good defense.
The Cowboys probably win this by 3 scores.
Well, you had 2 missed field goals, which is
2 missed field goal. No, one missed field goal. Sorry, by Aubrey.
missed field goal.
And then they had the turnover on the goal line.
Yep.
The interception.
Yep.
And then the unreal 4th down turnover on downs on the goal line after that fumbled punt.
Yeah, that was at 21 or no. And then it, yeah, that's right. Yeah, after the fumble punt.
And
that's right.
Turnover on downs.
CeeDee Lamb dropped a pass. Everyone's like, oh, I can't believe he dropped it. It was pretty good coverage. Like it was just over the hand of a guy in front and in a contested catch. Like he should catch it because he's an amazing receiver. But I can also understand that he did.
It's not a fucking gimmick.
No, it was not like he's wide open sitting in the back of the end zone. It's like, how did he drop
it?
Like the one against the Raiders.
To circle back to Scott's question, that second half performance, the first half was elite, offensive wise, great.
And it was because the defense was just putting him in great positions.
Fantastic, which is what a good team should do.
Yeah.
But that second half performance ain't going to get it done against a good team.
Not even a team thing, but because the team's built around more or less explosive running plays, not even just continuous running the ball and pounding and wearing down the team. They're genuinely built around explosive running plays, and we have seen Saquon average, I think it's like 3.4 yards on the year.
Yeah,
it's bad.
Down.
And that's dreadful.
Was it? It was 5 something last.
No, I think it was approaching 6. Approaching 6, man.
So, do you think
half the production?
With everything we've seen to this point, do you think the Eagles are a championship contender with the way Saquon's playing?
No.
Not right now, no.
Yeah.
But I also think that the talent, and this is vinegar coming out of my mouth, but I feel like with the talent they have, they can get it right. But
I think they can get it right because we've seen it before.
Exactly.
Similar to the Chiefs.
Exactly.
Where we've seen them play at this level before.
But unfortunately,
I'm concerned
at this
with
point of the
Barkley
season,
thing.
we've got to start trusting what we're seeing now.
11 games is a huge
sample
size.
We've got 11 games of sample.
More than enough sample space to say that, hey, like, and I've been singing from this hymn book for a while, for the last month, that like, yeah, the offense is looking terrible, but the defense is winning us games. Like
it is, yes, absolutely.
And that can only get you so far. Like it can get you to the point where you can, wrap the division up by Thanksgiving. Great.
Yeah.
But it ain't going to get you to the point where, you're going to make an NFC championship game. Like it's just not going to happen.
Because one team in the playoffs, whoever they play, one team's going to probably find a way to put up 4 touchdowns.
Well,
if you play
naturally, it's just going to
good offenses in the NFC, mate.
Well, not even offenses, but defenses. If you play the Rams, Tampa Bay, or Seattle,
no, we're good enough to beat Tampa Bay.
Yeah, I don't think Tampa Bay are any good.
But with Vita Vea, as in stopping the run and stopping Barkley, they have that ability to do that.
I think you're fine. I agree with you. But on talent, we're good enough to beat Tampa Bay.
Yeah, I think so.
And we're probably good enough to beat this iteration of the Lions.
That's fair.
But that's probably it.
Yeah.
Like we're not beating the Seahawks because they've got too many guys that can just push the ball downfield. We're not beating the Rams, especially the way Stafford's playing. Like, it's just like we're not at the moment with the way this offense is performing. We are not good enough to make an NFC Championship game, which in the building, that would be the expectation for this year.
100%.
The expectation would be that with the amount of talent that we've got on both sides of the ball, with the amount of money that's being paid on the offensive side of the ball, the expectation in the building is, and this is,
I would say that's the baseline, to be honest.
Yeah,
that's the baseline.
This is a Philly thing too, that like the minimum, the pass mark for this year is making an NFC Championship.
Yeah, I tend to agree.
Internally, that's what it would be.
Yeah.
And at the moment, the way this offense is operating, it's not going to happen.
But you banked wins.
That's
You're
fair.
leading the division.
They're going to win the division.
Yeah, don't worry about that.
Yeah.
They've got bigger fish to fry than the division.
I was going into championship contender.
Right. Yeah. Internally, the division, they would have thought, yeah, we'll have this division wrapped up by Thanksgiving.
And they probably will.
They would have thought that before the fucking preseason would have started.
I think it's wrapped up now, personally.
Sure,
I don't think this win changes that much.
But, they got like
you said, two games behind.
They got
2.5 games behind.
They got bigger fish to fry than the division. That would be internally the message.
I think so too.
The point I want to make on the offense is that what you said is right. The talent is there. It's the same group of guys essentially. It can crack. It can break open.
Yeah.
I just don't know that. And again, this might be a bit of a cop out, but I just don't know what the coaching staff are thinking with Patullo as the play.
That's not a cop out at all. He's the offensive coordinator.
Yeah.
And the offense went from being one of the best offenses in football to failing.
Yeah.
That's not a cop out. And the only thing that's really changed is Kevin.
Him.
So there is definitely some blame to go there.
Yeah.
Like that's not unfair at all.
Only by and I guess it kind of pisses me off that the hesitancy and Sirianni again backed him up again through the week, which fucking shat me up the wall.
Because what's he going to do? He's going to take over the play calling?
Well, he's already burnt. He's already in his tenure as a head coach. He's already done the whole we got rid of our coordinators thing.
He's kind of run out of legs to stand on in this case.
What do you mean?
Like if he takes over the play calling now, he already was the play caller at one point.
Oh, yeah. Very, very, very early on.
Or was he the head coach when he was a play caller? I can't remember.
Yeah, no, he was.
He was.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
I was saying in his tenure, he's already done this.
Yeah, and it was the year where they kind of fell apart down the stretch. That was the year.
So what I would do is I would, as a bit of a soft benching for Patullo, I would say you can still be the OC and sort of be in charge of the overall scheme, but I think the play calling needs to be taken off him.
Potentially.
Because what's the alternative, James? You got a championship caliber roster.
Yep.
You've got a championship caliber defense.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Right?
Easily.
And but by you, whether it's through not wanting to piss someone off or your own hubris, that because Sirianni picked Patullo to be the OC.
Yes, that's the issue.
Pick.
Yeah.
So if it's your own hubris to say, oh well, it's my pick, so I'm going to fucking live and die by it. You can't when you're in a management position. You can't do that.
He will die by it.
Yeah, exactly. You need to be malleable. You need to move
quick,
with the times.
Unfortunately,
especially in Philly as well.
Philly, yeah.
And the extension means shit because they extended Peterson and fired him 1 year after they extended him.
It means nothing.
Yeah.
Jeffrey Lurie and Howie Roseman want wins. They want championships. They don't care.
No.
Like I said, there's enough money being paid. They don't care.
Yeah.
So
I couldn't agree more.
The obvious solution is to give the play calling to the QB coach. I've forgotten his name. I was looking it up through the week, but that's the obvious solution. But I just don't think it's going to happen. And unfortunately, I think that a champ, because defenses are very fickle as well. This is a championship caliber defense that's going to be pissed away, and that's really disappointing as a fan.
It's also when fickle's perfect. It's a championship caliber defense with obvious holes.
Yeah, because the Cowboys torched. Other than Quinion Mitchell, they torched.
The backfield has been susceptible this year.
It has, of course, it has.
So even though the front seven and when it's all communicated well within the defense and it's nails, it looks good, but it does have the crack there where it can be exposed. So
I 100% agree. Even though the offense needs to be fucking scoring points as well.
Yeah,
you can't win games 30-10 every week. It's not going to happen.
Yeah,
it's the NFL against good teams. It's not going to happen.
I think the last 5 weeks, like the ultimate description of what the Eagles were, was that meme where there's the big jug of water and the guy slaps that tape on the crack. That's what it's been. So the defense, it's been wins has been that bit of tape on the crack.
Well, defense and special teams.
And unfortunately, the worst team for Eagles to break that crack was the Cowboys, because it's just culminated even worse.
That's the last point I wanted to make. That it's a little bit of and that's how Philly is. Like it's all fucking doom and gloom.
100%.
Or it's all roses. So if you look at our 3 losses, Two of them have been against division rivals. So we've split.
Giants
we're split with division rivals, which does happen a lot. You know, we say it all the time that more than likely good teams will split with their
pretty common
rivals.
Yeah.
And the other loss was against the Broncos, who are currently the 1 seed in the AFC. So it's not all doom and gloom.
And they beat the Rams where they had that massive second half. It was like the opposite of this game.
Right.
So there's definitely, it's not like time to throw the toys out of the cot.
Definitely not.
No, that wasn't
they've got to work it out.
But the point I'm trying to make is something needs to be done, and needs to be done now before the season gets away from you.
Yeah.
And you end up being the one and done NFC East champions. Who cares?
That's very fair because they've got they've got bigger fish to fry.
Exactly.
Yeah. All right,
go Birds.
Let's go to.
Oh, now I'm going to get fired up.
Shedeur Sanders gets his win in his first start. I'm going to give some credit. He's like, what is it? 19 rookie quarterbacks have started for the Browns and not won a game. Was it?
He is the first rookie quarterback to win
starting
to
quarterback.
win his first start. For the Browns in 30 years.
Yeah, like so. Credit to him. Now, the 10 sacks on defense really helped, and
playing the
Raiders helped incredibly because
they're actually the worst team in the league.
They are.
It's not.
I would say they're borderline incompetent.
Yeah,
and they've now fired Chip Kelly, their offensive coordinator, which fair enough. Like,
and I reckon there was probably a handshake with Pete Carroll, and it's like, just make plans for next year, mate.
Yeah.
And definitely, Pete Carroll will definitely be
like that.
I would say that they will be having another reboot next year, which is disappointing for us because we all loved the Pete Carroll hire. Like,
yes,
we all thought it was going to be a culture change from Max Crosby's now bitching in press conferences and on his podcast, bagging out his teammates for effort and like.
So, well, in fairness, that's not a bad shout from him because
the lack of efforts. He's playing at such a high level in all of them.
Yes,
and it's not even a high level of talent; it's a high level of effort.
Yes, that's right.
He looks like the only guy trying out there.
Yeah, I don't have an issue.
And Bowers, in fairness, Bowers is unreal.
Yeah, but Bowers has had an interrupted year. He's been injured. Like, there's only so much he can do.
And Genty plays his ass off. Like, there's been no lack of effort from that kid.
Yeah.
But unfortunately, it's just not there. And he's going to cop the brunt of all what. And it was a dumb pick. It was a dumb pick.
I don't know about a dumb pick, but it wasn't. Yeah,
it wasn't the right pick for them.
Definitely
there would have been plenty of other teams in the first round that would have been a great pick for him. And I don't think they were the team that needed him. But yeah, that's on the Raiders. Back to Shedeur. This is where it irritates me because he played okay. He was 11 of 20. Like let's not get too excited. His one touchdown was on a 60-yard screen where the receiver made a great play. Like he made some good plays.
Yep.
But where I want to give him credit, and I'm glad that Stefanski is starting him because there was something. And I can't put my finger because I don't think it was from his first start, which is it's rarely the case for a quarterback in their first start that it's just pure talent. The best of the best have like, hey, this guy's talented. There was something about him. The team responded to him. So that is something, right? And then he fucking ruins it immediately after the game ends.
Why?
Because he's just scored 24 points on the worst team in football, and his only touchdown came from a screen.
Dude.
And he's carrying on like he's fucking Tom Brady.
No, he didn't. What he said, it was a great win. He said, I thought I played well. And he said that imagine what. Well,
that's enough. I thought I played well. He didn't play well.
Well,
he played actually pretty badly in the scheme of an NFL quarterback.
Yeah. He said, I thought I played well. And he said, imagine what I could do with a full preseason of.
That's right. Why does he said, imagine what I could do with more than 1 week. Which is a direct shot at the coaching staff. It's unnecessary.
What do you mean? As he should? Why do you mean as he should?
Do you know who has more runs on the board than fucking Shedeur Sanders?
Not Stefanski.
Kevin Stefanski.
No, he doesn't. He's fucking won 4 games in the last 2 years. Don't start with Stefanski.
He's also the only coach that's got the Browns to the playoffs in the past 20 years.
Well,
and it wasn't his call to bail on Baker. It was the organization.
What have you done for me lately?
That's fine. But what has Shedeur done for him lately? Had one piece of shit start against the worst team in the NFL.
What he done, he's done something that no QB has done there for 30 years.
That's fine. So, and he got his credit for it, but he's still got to keep fucking rubbing the wound in because he didn't get the game ball. He shouldn't have got the game ball. Myles Garrett got the game ball rightfully.
No, I disagree. He should have got a game ball.
No.
They only give one out. The Browns only give one out. That's their rule. Myles Garrett, who apparently was in bed the day before the game and wasn't sure if he was going to play, he was that sick. They're calling it the flu game, as everyone does now. Came in, got another 3 sacks. He's got 18 on the season, 10 sacks as a team. Do you know how many times that's happened this year?
No.
Broncos
once.
Yeah, Broncos got it, didn't they?
No, them. Once. Broncos got 8.
For the record, I didn't realize that they only gave out 1 game ball.
That's what, yeah. I said Stefanski gave him his flowers. He said, congratulations winning. But you're right. He could have done, let's get to it now. He could have done more.
Before we jump off, so obviously,
for the record, you're a rampant Shador hater.
No,
everything you're about to say with that. Go.
No, he just doesn't think he's good.
I don't think he's good. I don't think he's a starting NFL caliber quarterback.
Yes, he is. Come on. Yes,
no, he's not.
He's starting. He's good enough to be a starter.
No, he's not. Do you want to pull up?
He might become one. I think he could become a good NFL starter. That's his absolute ceiling.
Your hate is showing. Go ahead.
I'm not hating.
Him.
He's a Spencer Rattler quarterback.
That's pretty
fair.
Okay,
fine.
It's pretty fair.
So he's going to live in the bottom third. But he played against a high school team. B, he didn't look competent.
High school team and Max Crosby. That's it.
He didn't look competent. He was still missing throws. He had one really good throw, and that's what everyone's hanging their hat on.
That was a great throw when he was on the run.
Yes, it was a good throw on a busted coverage, and he made the right read, and he threw it.
Can I say one thing on that, though? Just on that good throw, I expect all NFL starting quarterbacks.
That's what I was going to get to. That among his peers, everyone does that. It's not a special thing that what he did. He just did what was expected.
Hurts does that 5 times a game, man.
I agree.
That's what I mean.
But I'm not like. Hang on a minute.
That's the only thing anyone's highlighting is and that Myles Garrett on the sideline being like, "Wow."
I'm not beating down the door saying that Shador Sanders is the next Justin Herbert. That's not what I'm saying. I've never said that. Even in our chat, I said he's got the opportunity and the ability to be a decent to good quarterback.
Yep.
Which I found out was completely different to how I interpreted
Scotty that. Thinks that decent is better than good.
I used to think that.
Which is categorically wrong. But anyway, that's a story for another day.
Let us know if you think decent's better than good.
That's the education system, all right?
Yeah. Shout out to public school.
P12.
So
I'm trying to remember what it was. P12. Shout out, Doyle.
Yeah.
What I'm saying, as I said in our pre-show chat, he's got the opportunity to be somewhere in that 12 to 20 range with his ability.
As a ceiling.
Right, as a ceiling, correct.
Yeah, as a ceiling.
That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying.
I can't see him being a 12. I see him being in the 20s as a bridge person, but the drama outweighs the production and he'll be washed away.
He's got the ability to be a productive quarterback. He's got the ability to, once he gets settled in an offense and he can run an offense competently, he can hit open guys.
Who are the Browns got next week? Because I want to see him not against tin cans.
It's someone good, I think. I can't remember.
No, they've got someone. We're going to look at it. I think we'll preview it because they've got someone.
No, they're not playing.
I think it's actually a winnable game.
I thought it was someone. Look it up.
Quite a few people that I listened to have predicted the Browns to win.
All I think on the situation is Stefanski doesn't like him. That's fine.
It's so obvious. It's coming out of his eye.
But can you understand a little bit why he doesn't like him?
No,
I can. The bullshit.
Oh, absolutely.
Because going back to your
point, you wouldn't like a guy like that if
listen to what I'm saying.
49ers, Browns.
49ers, yeah, that's right.
No, they could beat the 49ers in Cleveland. They could.
With that defense, definitely.
Not with Shador.
And I'll be surprised. No, I'm telling you, they're going to beat them.
Okay,
we'll do that Sunday night.
We'll put a pin in this and we'll discuss it this time next week.
I want to talk about Stefanski quickly.
Last point, yep.
Like, give the kid his flowers, man. Like,
that's fair.
It's obvious you hate the guy. It's obvious you want a Dylan Gabriel as your guy. It's beyond obvious that Dylan Gabriel is not a starting quarterback. He's nowhere near good enough to be a starting quarterback. He is a mid-tier backup at best. And the number one reason why is because he's too fucking small. It's as simple as that.
That's fair.
Okay?
That's very fair. He's shown nothing to think that he's a guy.
He's not the franchise quarterback. It's not. And what's the point I'm trying to make is that it's obvious that he just hates him and he wants nothing to do with. He point blank does not want Sanders to do well. Do you agree?
No, because he's he wants to win games.
No, I disagree.
But I think he realizes.
I think he already knows that his papers are stamped and he just does not.
I think you're right too. I don't think he likes Sanders. I don't think he would want to be the coach of Sanders going forward.
No, he doesn't.
Because he does, and it could be a personality issue. Like, I would imagine there's a lot of guys that don't.
And a lot
like
of it's got to be like this fucking mouthy black kid as well. Like, come on.
I don't think it's a race thing.
Don't do the race thing. It's not a race thing.
There's an element of it though.
No, because
I think that's the biggest cop out.
What would you say the percentage of the
80% of the NFL is black? They do not. They literally they are the best players in the world.
That's not. I'm talking about Stefanski.
If Shedeur Sanders if he genuinely thought Shedeur Sanders was a superstar and was going to win him a ton of games this year, he would have started him. I think he thinks I think he doesn't like Shedeur. He probably thinks that they're around the same, or he thought at the start they were probably around the same mark.
And talent-wise,
yes.
I agree. That I agree.
And I think now the fact that he's if he hated Shedeur, he would have been like, Gabriel's out of concussion protocol. He's back, which he said after the game. He was like, we have to assess Gabriel because he's our starter. And then he's probably looked at it and gone, you know what?
No, he's not looked at it. He's been told that he has to start Sanders.
I truly believe if they were having to tell him that you have to start Sanders, he'd be fired already.
No, I disagree.
Why? Why wouldn't you just if the ownership is saying start Sanders, he's saying stuff you, stick it up here. I'm not doing it.
He's not saying stick it up you. He's doing it so he doesn't get fired.
What, he's starting him now so he doesn't get fired?
Yeah, correct.
I think Stefanski wants us out as they want him out personally.
That's what I'm saying. He knows his papers are stamped. He's out at the end of the year. And the way it's going to play out is by the end of the season, Shadeur's going to be the starter next year for sure. And
potentially.
Shadeur's throwing at 40% at the year, and Gabriel's at 60%.
Dude, he's played 1.5 games. Chill out
against the Raiders.
Give him.
Gabriel's also played a few better teams. Let's just see how it plays out.
That's the bottom. I'm not.
No, but you're saying that one's way better than the other. Gabriel, seven touchdowns and 2 interceptions.
That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying give him an opportunity because it's clear that you're not getting anywhere with Gabriel.
That's fair too, and he's getting his opportunity now.
Yes.
Yeah, we'll see how it plays out. Well, 49ers Browns will be an interesting game because it'll make a man of a boy.
Because going back to your original point to put a button on all this, what he brings is juice. That's the word you were looking for before.
Mm-hmm.
He's got the defense is up.
He does
a little bit.
They responded to him.
They did. Yeah, they did.
The juice,
but it's not like Jackson Dart juice.
No, God no. But he's not as good as.
Yeah, but that's because you like Jackson Dart. If you like,
do you think it was the same juice? Actually, you know what? I'm the same. Dart is. I like Dart a lot, actually. Love him even. I think he's terrific. It shits me that
he's not that good either.
But his numbers are fucking awful.
If you barely throwing the ball. If you go by the numbers, he's not that good either, Scott.
Yeah.
Okay? Shedeur brings juice. And what that does is it galvanizes the team. It galvanizes the offense.
Fan base.
Bums
in seats.
You reckon the defense is playing with a tailwind beforehand? What about now?
Well, let's just say when he's running around and he's taking these 20-yard sacks, how quick the fucking media eats him up.
Oh, yeah.
Because that's part of his game as well that everyone sweeps away, that he holds the ball way too long. He runs around, does his twirly things. He eats all these sacks. He throws bad balls. He doesn't have the arm strength. These are factual things.
And he's going to have a big test against Salah's defense.
And just like every other rookie, they've all got their thing that they need to get rid of that they brought with them from college. Your boy Jackson Dart has an equally catastrophic flaw, is that he fucking plays on the edge and he runs into people and he tries to run through people instead of running out of bounds, and he ends up in concussion protocol.
Well, I know which one I'd rather have as my quarterback.
Well, I mean, that's fine because you like one player over the other, and that's completely fine. The point I'm trying to make is that every rookie brings something with them that they need to get out of their game.
That's fair.
Josh Allen, who's the best quarterback in the league at the moment, he couldn't hit the side of a fucking bus when he first got into the NFL.
Yeah, he had a lot more tangibles than what Shedeur does.
I 100%.
That's why he went top 10.
Point.
Yeah,
that's not.
And one's
point.
in the 5th round.
That's not my point. My point is that every rookie brings something that they need to get out of.
And my point is, one's a 5th rounder, and we're putting him up here like he.
No one's putting him up anywhere. No one's doing that.
Yes,
not in this room.
I'm talking about this room.
Yeah.
I'm talking about a greater discussion about Shedeur.
Media. We're talking about this room where we actually know ball.
We know ball.
Yeah, but I'm saying that he's put up in this pedestal. There is still dickheads saying that he should have been the number 2 pick.
Oh, yeah, it's crazy.
Well, but
that's part of the course when you're talking about Shedeur.
Yeah, you've been gonged. Tommy just messaged me saying gong him. I don't know how he knows, but he said gong him.
Hey, go Browns are going to beat the 49ers.
Hey, let's see how it plays. I'm excited though.
Hey, no one wants to see the 49ers lose more than me.
And you know what we're all going to do? You know
and it won't happen.
You know what we're all going to do?
Watch
the fucking Browns now.
I'm going to hate on him.
No, we're not.
Oh, I'm going to watch.
No,
I will.
You're going to hate watch.
I will 100% watch Shedeur on Monday against.
And he's going to hate watch, and he knows it too.
No.
Let's go.
All right.
I'll hate watch the highlights. They'll be short.
This could be a quick one. Patriots get another win over a contender.
Yeah.
Fuck you, Jules. Bankin wins, obviously compiled with the Buffalo loss. This game, the Bengals,
why are you saying fuck you, Jules?
Because he's a Cowboy. He's a
Patriots fan.
Leave him alone, man. He's had 2 rough years. Leave him alone.
It's been a horrible run.
This century.
He had to watch his superstar quarterback go and win a Super Bowl somewhere else, which then he claimed as his anyway.
He had to watch Mac Jones for a year, man. Come on. Leave him alone.
That's fair. There's not much to say in this game.
Yes, there is. The Pats are 10-2, and they're probably going to be the 1 seed.
They're going to win the division. Undoubtedly going to win the division.
Yeah,
like there is no doubt. I don't think Buffalo can catch them now.
Nah, that ship sailed most definitely.
Yep.
Another game where the Patriots really didn't put a team away,
and they didn't play well.
They haven't played well. No.
So they were down 10-0 because Bengals got a pick 6 off Drake May, which again he does that sometimes.
Yeah.
I'm not going to shit on Drake May. He's a stud and so fucking likable. Shador Sanders should take some notes on how Drake May carries himself.
Yeah.
But he's so likable. And then like poor Flacco. He just there was no Higgins got hurt in the 3rd quarter, I think.
Yeah, concussion, he's done.
He had no one to throw the ball to. And the Patriots defense is solid. No Chase.
Spitgate 2.0.
Spitgate 2.0. But yeah, like I said, I had to highlight it because they got another win, but they just I hope Patriots fans aren't getting too excited. Enjoy Drake May. Enjoy the fact that the team's doing well ahead of schedule slightly, but
most definitely ahead of schedule.
Yeah, definitely ahead of schedule. And Vrabel's I love Vrabel. So
yeah,
the future's bright, but don't start getting your hopes up this year.
If you're
don't.
If you're a Pats fan, though, what you need to understand and hang your hat on is that this is the worst Mike Vrabel coached Pats team that's going to be.
Pretty fair.
Like that. That's
it's like the Jim Harbaugh discussion last year.
Every year they're going to get better.
Yeah.
Well, we thought that. Yeah, you're right with the Jim Harbaugh and
injuries have ruined them.
Oh, come on, Scott. Injuries have absolutely decimated.
That was
yes, I know, but
are they 6-2 or something?
Yeah, but I know, but I'm just saying that like we can say that this is going to be the worst Patriots team, but that there's so many variables in football you can't control.
Yeah, but we play with injuries off.
And they're definitely ascending.
100%. I agree with everything you're saying. I'm just saying, but like, don't book it in.
No,
things can happen.
Oh yeah, I think we're saying the same thing. But like, don't get your hopes up.
Will Campbell's. Oh my god, he's cooked.
Oh, he's hurt.
I'm pretty sure he did his ACL.
No. Oh, but his hands are too small. His arms aren't long enough.
I'm pretty sure from what I saw.
I'm just stalling while you look it up. Fucking the draft hate that kid got. Oh, his arms aren't long enough. Turns out, like, it doesn't fucking matter if you're just really good at football.
He's had one bad game, and that was against Myles Garrett. Like, chill out, dude. His rookie year. Everyone has a bad game against
I'll be fair to say, I don't think anyone's had a good game against Myles Garrett
because he's that good.
And he's going to break the sack record.
Oh, he's going to get it. Yeah, we glossed over that completely.
He's got 18 now, and there's 6 games left.
How many? What's the record?
22 and a half.
Oh, he's going to get that easy.
He could get 5 sacks next week, man.
He could get fucking 30.
That's how much of a heater he is.
He gets like 30.
What will happen is teams will be assholes and they'll just like triple team him every play so he can't get it.
So MCL sprain.
Okay, all right. So he'll miss a month max.
Yeah,
could be a 4 to 6 week injury.
Yeah. He'll miss a month.
So at least it's like season over.
He'll be back for playoffs. Don't worry about it.
And it's not going to affect him for next year either.
No, not at all. He'll be back for playoffs. Don't worry about
it. Yeah. But he probably won't come back the same after missing 6 weeks. No, with the conditioning and all that. It's a huge loss.
It is a massive loss. Like it's the same as the Chargers losing.
Yeah.
Oh, he is played on the same level as Alt did last year.
Absolutely.
Maybe better.
Absolutely. No, probably about the same. I'd say the same.
They were both elite. Like, just draft dog tackles. Just draft them.
Dog O lineman.
just draft the guys. It just works out.
If they like hitting people, get them.
Yeah.
I'm going to give the NFL general manager some free game.
Write it down, everyone.
Free game. If you are a general manager for a team and you already have your quarterback, just draft the left tackle. Just draft the best tackle available. You can't go wrong.
Especially when guys like Campbell are available.
Yeah.
Just when they're don't sweat the little stuff. When their tape is so good, don't worry about their arm length.
Seattle did it with Zabel.
Zabel's fucking
the best tackle or edge player available.
Just after quarterback, get them.
Just draft them and you'll be fine.
Yeah, absolutely.
Don't ever think the room.
All right, let's go to Packers end the Vikings season. We got to talk about 9.
Go on, defend him as well.
Can we? Oh my God, Scott, you need to fucking calm down. Seriously, I'm not.
They're both equally.
Listen,
dreadful.
Malacca, calm down.
You need to calm down, bro.
No, they're both
Seriously.
equally as bad.
Have a Coke and a smile.
No. McCarthy is the worst quarterback ever recorded over 6 games. The second worst quarterback ever. Do you know who the only guy that's
Jamarcus Russell.
is? Jamarcus Russell.
Is that true?
Yes.
Yes.
Wow.
By every measurable, he is. I think it's like out of like 250 quarterbacks or whatever.
Since
Yeah.
when was the rating?
I think it was like since 2000
or 98 or
something like that.
Yeah.
He's the second worst quarterback in every single measure.
Marginally beating out.
He could have
Jamarcus
one bad
Russell.
game. He could have another bad game, and Jamarcus Russell pipped him to the line.
Yeah.
And he was also. This is hilarious, and I think this is more of an indictment of how bad the NFL QB rating is. That he could have spiked every single ball in this game and had a better passer rating than what he had.
Oh.
And another one before the game was saying in the media, "I'm about to explode," or something along those lines.
That's exactly what he
I'm
said.
about to explode. I can feel it. This is all going to happen. And my issue is, if you're a rookie, shut your fucking mouth.
Yes, it's the same. This is the same
Someone
as
puts a microphone-
Shador. Just shut up.
Exactly. Someone puts a microphone in your face. You just say, "Yep, I'm working in with the coaches. We're doing this. We've got a game plan in place. All the guys are all on the same page. We're feeling confident this week." That's all you need to say.
Make it team, not you.
Yes, exactly.
And ever since
we
and I think because his start of his career is going so poorly, and he's a young kid, right? That must be really fucking challenging. I understand that. So his coping mechanism is the first coping mechanism was him to say, "My alter ego is 9," and kind of like hype himself up almost.
I'm not
And then he
buying
was-
this.
No, and then his next one was, "Oh, I'm gonna explode this week," because the kid doesn't know what to say.
No, he does. These guys, especially quarterbacks, get media trained from high school. He's got 4 years of media training.
Dude, he's 21.
5 years. I don't care.
That's what I'm saying. I'm saying
I
that
don't care if he's
he's
21.
in such a shitty position
No,
now that his
that's-
media training's out the window.
No,
He can't even remember it.
that's a-
Oh, he can't remember it. He knows the NFL fucking playbook, and you tell me he can't remember.
Well, clearly
what
he
to
doesn't
say.
because he's playing that badly.
He's like a Marine in the army that's just done basic training and he's a goat. And then the first bullets start flying. And he's like, "Oh shit,
No,
this sucks."
Scott,
no,
Scott,
I'm
come
not
on.
buying any of this.
No, you have to though.
No,
He's
no,
21
you
years old.
don't.
No, he's terrible. He'll be out of the league.
No,
in
no,
3
he's.
years.
I'm not. We're not
They get-
arguing about whether he's good or not.
Yeah.
They
All
get
I'm saying
media
is a
trained.
21-year-old kid. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
Yes, but he's had media training. These kids are superstars in high school. They get media trained from that point from college teams on what to do, what to say, how to act. They get all of this stuff. It's all vetted
I agree
in
with
the
you.
process
but the pressure
The
as
bullets,
it
the bullets are
dials
flying,
up,
bro. That's right.
and then
he had a year in the building where he didn't have to say a word. He
Because
saw all this
because
stuff.
he's crap, and he knows that the Vikings have hedged their bets to him, and I'm sure he's sitting at home when all the lights are off and he's on his own and he's
Crying.
probably going, I'm not very good. I'm not good enough for this.
But you know
And
what?
They have banked their
What did
entire
George-
future on
What
me.
did George say? That's what the fucking money's for.
That's fair.
Yeah, but he's not getting paid a huge amount of money.
it's
In
pretty
comparison to everyone else in America, he is.
Yeah, it's pretty big. It's pretty big.
He's
We're
on a
not talking about-
guaranteed
we're talking about-
40
we're talking
million.
about in the NFL.
Question. I got a question on JJ. Is he in the league after the end of next season?
I don't think he's in the league at the end of this season because I don't even think he's good enough to be a backup.
In fairness, like Bryce Young was pretty atrocious his rookie year and got a second chance. Like we talked about.
I think
that was the
McCarthy
worst
is-
rookie year.
No, I think McCarthy's worse.
I think so too. I think it's not even take stats, numbers, whatever you want. He looks incompetent to the core.
Because when I'm assessing rookie,
That's harsh too.
the way I do it, I don't because I know Scott has his method and I have my method. Scott likes to look at no, it's fine. Scott likes to. I'm not bagging you. Far from
Sounds
it.
like it.
No, far from it. You like to look at analytics and you like to look at numbers and production and this and that.
That's
Fine.
fair, yeah.
And that's the way Scott looks at it through that lens. I like to look at it through the eye test because I don't want to judge rookies based on production. I want to look at how comfortable that and how competent they look, and is the moment too big for them? Is the league too big for them?
Yeah.
That kind of thing.
And he's
right?
failing
Because
everyone.
He's failing everyone because at least with Bryce Young and obviously my thoughts on Young are well documented, but you could see
That's very well way to put it.
you could see flashes, you could see something, like there was at least something tangible that you could hang your hat on and go, okay, we can build on this maybe,
Yeah.
right? With McCarthy, there's nothing.
Well, I think we're going to have a greater Bryce Young discussion probably tonight. But
yeah, we've got Bryce Young coming up.
But
He broke my heart again.
There's nothing to hang your head on because there's nothing. There's nothing. He's
Are
just
we buying this delayed concussion?
Oh, he's not concussed.
There's a
No
delayed
way is he
concussion.
injured in any way. It is
so if he's concussed and can't play, who's starting?
Bresnell.
Bowman.
That's his name's. I think it's Bresnell. Is the quarterback.
You can't do it.
I can't
can you?
even see him there.
So
Click on Miami.
No,
Not Miami,
this-
Minnesota.
I agree with you. This reeks of a soft benching. I agree. And
Or
that's
is it
fine.
because he's playing against Seattle in Seattle and they're like, oh, we can't have that game tape?
Yeah, Max Brosman.
Yeah, Brosman.
We talked about it a couple of weeks ago.
But Brosman apparently, as a quarterback, actually suits KOC
Apparently, Kosa really likes him
because
apparently.
he's
But he's got to say that now.
no, but because McCarthy obviously can't read the reads and he holds the ball too long. That's all been documented. That's on film. That's
And
not
he-
me.
And his arm shit.
His arm's dog shit. And,
Like, he's got no power and it's inaccurate. It's
And-
all bad.
and it's been that since Michigan. When we were doing the fucking draft,
Threw the ball 10
preview.
times in the national championship game.
that's all I was saying.
I know. I remember.
screen.
Yeah, like we all agree with you, Scott.
You weren't even a co-host then. You were just some dude that flew it in
Yeah.
and gave me a stupid.
like we all agree with you. Who's not? And I think he's out of the league at the end of this season.
But Brosman's the
Oh,
opposite.
that's wild.
Brosman, apparently Brosman can
He's a bit smarter.
see what the defense is giving him, see his read and fire it out quick.
Yeah.
And we've seen like who's the quarterback? Is it Mullins? Chase Mullins?
Yeah, no, you're talking about Mullins, who was Nick Mullins.
Nick
Who was
Mullins.
at the Niners and the Vikings for a little bit as
Yeah,
well.
and Kevin O'Connell had a lot of success with him. It's a similar style quarterback. So I think that
It might
the
be
writing might be on the wall where McCarthy, we don't even see him this year.
Nothing could be worse than McCarthy right now. Historically,
Yeah.
statistically,
agreed.
eye test, whatever you want to call it, nothing could be worse. They could roll out one of us next week and they'd be just as shit.
I could throw the ball at least 40 yards.
I could spike at every play.
No.
And I would be better than him. That's how bad
And
he
Fields.
was. and then Justin Fields.
I don't know if I could make the throws, but at least I know how to read a defense. So that's something.
I don't know. I reckon when bullets are flying, I'd be incredibly terrified. Just saying it.
Yeah, no, he's out of the league at the end of this year because he's
He gets
Not
next
this year.
He gets next year.
how?
Well, because there's not, as you said, like the money's not that
because-
much. It's not a rookie
but, like,
contract. You give him one more year.
This team is set up to win now.
I tell you what,
Oh, he won't be starting next year.
I tell you
Well,
what,
he'll be on the
he's not
team.
good enough to be a backup though.
I tell you what happens, in my opinion, is Kevin O'Connell dies with this decision
I think he might get
halfway
fired.
through next year. If they're looking like this halfway through next year, he's done. Whoever takes over the team, the first thing they do is cut him
I
Well
because
said.
they don't want that stink.
Well
as
said.
much as I love Kevin O'Connell and what he did last year was phenomenal, he shot himself in the foot worse than any coach I've ever seen in my life. By
that's
the
that's
decision.
we're assuming that it was his decision to let Darnold go.
Hey,
Darnold
the
revenge game.
Vikings, which he is the head coach of, and the head man of the program, whether it's his decision or not, it's his sword to fall on because the owners aren't going to fire themselves.
We've got a Darnold revenge game coming up this week.
Oh, you can't wait.
We love a good revenge game. We love a good gunslinger. too.
And then as for Green Bay, I feel nothing different about them. I think they're still good. Offense definitely needs some work, but
did enough.
shout out to Parsons again. Five seasons in a row with 10 sacks.
Against that Vikings team, like
It's bad. They said they didn't make me feel. It was a win they needed to get. They banked a win,
got it.
but I don't feel any worse or better about the Packers.
Still in touch for the division.
Let's see the game this week. We'll preview later with Green Bay. It's a big game. Let's go to the Colts, Georgie boy.
Georgia's
Colts
Colts.
go down to the Kansas City Chiefs.
Hey, they were in position to win this game. the
50
Colts.
times.
They shot themselves in the foot because in that fourth quarter as well, they went, especially on offense, the play calling. Up until that point, Steichen was calling an absolutely flawless game to get them the fucking lead, and then they went super conservative.
Did he or did they just get an early turnover?
No, the offense was playing well.
They got an early turnover.
No, the offense there was one drive, the touchdown drive.
The first drive.
No,
was
I think
good.
it was the second touchdown was in the second. It was in the second quarter. It was perfection.
They went super conservative in the fourth quarter with their play calling. They weren't going for the kill. They were playing not to lose, and they kept giving the ball back to Mahomes. And Mahomes didn't have a good game.
No,
He had a good fourth quarter, and that's it.
He did
But
what he
he
had to do.
controlled the game.
Their defense was
Yes.
good. The Chiefs defense was good, but the problem is that a guy with that level of talent and that level of play calling ability from Reed. Like, you keep giving him the ball back and keep giving him chance after
He's going to
chance
win.
after chance. Like, you can't do that, dude. Like, he's going to find a way.
Yeah, I said the fourth quarter he played really well. Like, he turned on in the fourth quarter.
No, but he controlled the game the whole second half.
His last drive was unreal. He took 8 minutes off the clock and ended up kicking a field goal to tie it.
Yeah.
But it was either we're tying this with no time left or we're winning it with no time left.
You will not touch the ball again.
That is coaching and quarterback play. It was almost like he was not scoring on purpose sometimes to be like, I'm going to just I'm going to keep getting first down. So I'm not giving the ball back.
That's an Andy Reid special, man.
Yeah,
they broke the will of the Colts at that point. They knew that they had the game won. They knew that the Colts couldn't score in overtime, and they knew that they will manufacture points to win.
And call me an asshole. The quarterback, the Colts are a quarterback away from being a contender still. I like Daniel Jones. I've enjoyed the rise.
He didn't have a bad game.
He did.
You can't say he had it. No,
first half was fine. This is the problem with Daniel Jones. As soon as it gets off schedule, they had 56 yards from JTT, and 27 of them came on one play on that second drive where they scored the touchdown. And then from then he was annihilated. He barely could get free. Then all of a sudden,
deer in the headlights.
And I get it. That's their offense. So when you stop it, it's going to happen.
So
I get it.
You need to look at it, not just look at one little cosm, and that's Daniel Jones. You need to look at the whole thing holistically. This is his first year in the system. First year that the Colts are a good team.
Yep.
On the road in Kansas City.
Yeah.
Against a Chiefs team with, in my opinion, the best coach ever.
But isn't this what we've been saying about the Colts? They've been beating bad teams.
Just stay with me for 1 second. Against a team with championship pedigree, these guys don't have
and a corner dog.
Right, that's what I'm saying. So the Colts don't have that. What am I trying to say? They don't have that. They don't know how to win these type of games yet. They're still young. They're still early in their development.
I don't think Daniel Jones.
All I know is that anytime.
Nah, come on. He's played well enough.
He's been fine. He's been fine.
He's been what? Okay, and this is my thing with the Colts, and I've said it a few times. He plays well enough when the run game's good against lesser opponents. Now they're in this pedigree of what people are calling them contenders, but they're pretenders. But they're definitely in that second tier of the NFL teams.
I think so too. Yeah.
With teams like Tampa Bay, with teams like maybe the Jags, the 49ers, however you feel about Green Bay, these are their peers now. Yeah. And they do not have a winning formula against those type of teams.
No, because if a team stops the run,
you got to look at this. You got to look at the Colts holistically. Last year,
how more holistically am I not looking at them?
Because they've beaten shit teams.
I'm about to tell you. Last year, that with Richardson under center, they were a complete shit show, complete dumpster fire, inept.
Yeah.
This year, they've made one change, and they're running away with that division.
The year before, they were a field goal away from playing playoffs.
Fine.
They were in a sudden death game with the Texans, and the Texans scored on the last minute field goal to knock them out of the playoffs and win the division.
Okay.
So it's not like they're not. They've been a bottom feeder team for ages. They've been decent, and they just had one bad year. I'm pretty sure last year they still had 7 or 8 wins, didn't they?
Yeah, I think that was 8 wins, I believe.
Yeah, when they benched Richardson and put in
So what's the difference? What are we seeing now?
No, it wasn't Minshew. He was at Raiders.
Minshew was the year before.
It was Flacco, wasn't it?
Was it Flacco Colts last year? I think it was. Yeah, I think you're right.
With Richardson as well.
The point I'm trying to make is this is still a win. This is still
absolutely.
This is still a win for mate. They played as poorly as you can play in that fourth quarter and the second half. Overall.
You can't give the Chiefs a thing, can you?
Can you just fucking let me finish, bro? They played as poorly as you can possibly play in the fourth quarter, and the second half was average at best holistically, and they still only just managed to lose this game. Like if this game was in Indianapolis, they win that game.
That's ifs and buts.
I disagree. I don't think they do.
No.
I think Colts are winning this no matter what.
The home field advantage was
the Chiefs.
Sorry, they only won by one field goal just. Yeah. And it took an 8-minute game-tying field goal to get it to overtime.
Yeah, but that's by design.
No, it wasn't by design. The Chiefs were unimpressive for 3.5 quarters. They had one good drive.
The Chiefs were good for the second half.
Defensively, they were good the whole time.
Defensively, yeah. I'm not talking about defensively. Offensively, I'm talking about.
Yeah,
that's what it's going to take. Like Mahomes had an average game at best.
So
I feel no different about the Chiefs, but after this win, I feel no different.
All right, that leads me perfectly to my next question. Are you saying that the Colts are still contenders? Because you've been the Colts are contenders train for a long time.
What I'm saying is
no.
They are going to win their division.
That means nothing. They may not even win their division.
They're going to win the division.
They may not.
The
Jags are only a game behind with an easier run.
Texans are 2 games behind.
So they're going to win the division,
twice.
and they're going to get a home playoff game. And if they win a home playoff game,
it's the success of the season.
They get bounced out in the divisional round, mate, that's a fucking tick.
Yeah, I think
I'm not. That's not that. None of that was my question. My question was that you have said that they are contenders all year. I've been calling them pretenders.
Okay.
This is one of the first games that they've had some sort of...
Bro, they lost on a fucking overtime field goal to the Chiefs in Arrowhead. Like, what are you trying to say?
The Chiefs lost on an overtime field goal last week to the Broncos, and you were ready to hang them.
No, I wasn't ready to hang them. What I said,
you said hang on, no. You started that
5-5. The division is done, and they are more than likely going to lose.
You said, "Ding dong, the witch is dead." That's what you said.
Exactly, and I still feel the same. There's a better than decent chance they miss the playoffs still.
So, what does that say about the Colts?
The Colts can't beat a team that's probably not going to make the playoffs in their first real test.
A team in a hostile environment and with a home field advantage. That's probably one of the best in the
NFL. The exact same thing the Chiefs were in last week.
All right, and they lost by a field goal. Chill out, guys. It's
anyway, Chiefs are alive, baby.
I feel no different about the Chiefs.
No, they win the Super Bowl. I can't tell you how, but they're doing it. Trust me, it shits me slightly less than you.
This confirms that the Colts are pretenders, and they got a tough few weeks. They're going to lose the division.
Can we pull up their next month, please?
I think they've got Rams. No, they don't have Rams. I think they got like Seattle, Texans, and someone else.
We'll look it up. I'm going to get it up right now.
I don't.
And by get it up, I mean the schedule. So they got the Texans at home. That's a very winnable game.
That's also a very losable game.
And
Did you not see what the Texans
and they got the Jags
Bills?
on the road. The Jags stink. They can easily beat the Jags. And then
I've got it up here now.
Seahawks. On the road, they'll definitely lose that game.
And then 49ers.
And then the 49ers at home.
And then
very
Jags.
winnable game.
So hang on. So they've got 2 games against the Jags and 2 games against the Texans.
Yeah,
and they've got a 2-game.
Let's say they split those.
But they've got a 2-game lead.
So yeah, they'll split those.
And you're saying that they're a shoe-in to win the division.
Yeah, that'll get them to 10 wins.
That's not a shoe-in.
I think they might not win.
I don't think they're winning the
way the Texans are rolling, they might sweep him.
No.
Do you know what the Texans are going to do to the Colts? Shut down the run.
What's Daniel Jones going to... We saw what Daniel Jones... And you say that the Chiefs have an okay defense. What do you think the best defense in the league is going to do?
What I'm saying is that they will split with the Texans and they will split with the Jags.
I think they're going to swept by... I think they'll lose 3 out of those 4.
Swept. Oh,
I think they get swept by the Texans. They split with the Jags.
No, they won't get swept.
I think the Texans are ascending quick.
Yeah.
Anyway,
they're a good team, the Texans.
Let's see how it plays out. We'll talk more Colts Sunday. When they have the Texans game, so we can preview that on Sunday.
Amen.
Quick one, Rams, number 1 team in the NFL. They absolutely just paddle slapped the Bucks into a... I
was watching this game.
The Rams are in a tier by themselves.
I agree right now.
Yep.
I could not agree more.
This game was over at quarter time.
Yep. And Stafford's winning MVP.
Well, to be fair, this game was over when Mayfield got hurt because it was just...
did your heart break a little when he tried to throw that Hail Mary at the end and it just didn't... The ball just didn't come
Couldn't go, yeah. That was the pick, wasn't it? The end?
Yeah, it was 40 yards short of the end zone when he was only 60 yards out. Like, he normally puts that in the end zone.
Yeah, he was...
It's all...
visibly done.
It's all culminating on the Bucks now. I'm really concerned. The good thing is that the Panthers can't fucking work it out either, so they can probably still win the division. But that division is going to come down to whoever wins out of the 2 times Bucks and Panthers play each other, and then they're losing the first round of the
season. They're going to be a 1.
I don't really have faith with either of them. And it's not all the Bucks' fault, but they're all like, I think they've said Teddy Bridgewater is definitely starting next week.
Well, that's a bit of a concern. I love Teddy Bridgewater, but that's a bit of a concern.
Teddy Bridgewater starting a game for an NFL franchise in 2025 is not on. It should not be on anyone's bingo
if he's
card.
taking meaningful snaps for you, you're in.
Unless you're a degenerate gambler.
Some dude's getting rich off Teddy Bridgewater. But you got the Bucks have They've got the Cards, which is Cards that I'm telling you, the Cards play hard, man. They could beat them. They'll beat the Saints.
Well,
they've got the Falcons, who are
they may not beat the Saints.
The Falcons who played them tight the first game of the season when they were fully healthy.
That's at home though, so
yeah, they should win that
game.
Then they're at Panthers, at Dolphins, and then Panthers. I'm telling you, those 2 games, Panthers is going to decide this division.
Pretty fair.
Yep.
And at this point, I don't know, and I don't care who's going to win it because I have faith in neither of them. And
not playoffs. They're both those teams are not playoff caliber. At this iteration, both those teams are not.
No, and it's a beautiful segue into our Panthers versus Niners, where they picked off 3 times. They picked off Brock Purdy, 2 of them in the first half, and were in red zone both times. Bryce Young throws in just an awful interception in the red zone.
It was bad.
Like the chalk and cheese from this guy. Like I said, I can't give up on him because he does what he did last week and breaks the franchise record, and then delivers this pass a week later. Yeah. I think I said in our chat, I cannot work this kid out. And it's infuriating because it's there. Like, it is there. This is a fairly untalented offense that at times he runs seamlessly and looks like one of the best quarterbacks in football.
Untalited's a little bit unfair.
I agree. That is unfair.
That's a little bit unfair. They've had, throughout this year, they've had a very good running game for a portion.
Dowdle's been fantastic. And Hubbard's a good runner.
And
McMillan's a good
McMillan's been good.
Yeah, that's fair. It's an ascending talent on offense. In
it's a middle of the run. It's probably on the lower level of the mid.
Can I honestly tell you my take on this game? You know what I think it is?
Talk to me.
I just think that...
Talk to me, Daddy.
Monday Night Football, Levi Stadium.
Lights too bright.
Kyle Shanahan.
Sala ran a masterclass.
No, this
the
game,
moment was just too big for them.
You're right. Fair. This game was over on that first drive where it was 8.5 minutes off the clock, and it was.
What did it seem? He touched it 9 times on one drive.
It was clinical Shanahan 49ers recipe of a game. We're just going to beat you up the first drive. We're going to run the ball. We're going to run it down your throat. We're going to run in it. I actually think they passed a tutty. But
they did to Juwan Jennings.
Yeah, they did.
And got in a fight after the game.
What did you say, though?
Yeah, Murray
punched in the dick.
Murray cheap shotted him.
You
know what? Juwan Jennings is a bit of a twat, but I stand firmly in Juwan Jennings' corner on that. I would have punched him too.
Yep.
I would have punched him in the game, not waited till after. So well played to not get ejected.
I just think that the moment was too big especially for Young as well. On the road, again, Monday Night Football.
I can't work the kid out. I can't work it out, and it's infuriating.
I've got a shout out for Carolina. They had statistically the worst defense last year, and their defense this year has been considerably better.
Yep.
Almost to the point where it's a defense where you almost don't want to play them.
That's fair. And there's also there's no reason why the Panthers going into next year, no matter how this year plays out, there is no reason why anyone in the NFL should not think that division is well and truly in their grasp next year.
100%.
Because the Bucks are descending and the Panthers are ascending. And if they make a few moves, get a few guys in the building, I don't know. I said, I'm not ready to give up. I've seen too much good.
Well, he's going.
I'll tell you, if I was building this team and why I would do it, because the rest of the team is so young and you've got that quarterback window on the rookie contracts, which is a rare thing to get right.
Oh, I'm definitely not extending him.
But you want to get yourself in a situation where you have that rookie contract quarterback for 5 years, and this roster could be very good in 5 years' time.
So where do you get that quarterback from? Because there's a
draft one, dude.
Yeah, but there's no guarantees you could get someone worse than Bryce Young.
True.
Very, very easy.
This draft is probably not the draft to do it.
That's what I said. I think Bryce Young's
next. The tiles on Mac Jones.
Yep, something like that. You bring in a vet to compete, but I'm certainly Bryce Young is going to be the starter next year, and next year is his make or break.
Well, it's his 4th year next year. That's what we're going to say.
It is his make. There'll be no extension. There'll be no 5th-year option.
Yeah,
no.
Way.
I think they've already had the chance. I think it was last year.
This season.
It's the end of the 3rd year, so they didn't do it.
Yeah,
so
nor should they?
But I said, even in this game, I'm watching one play, and I'm like, that's the best quarterback in football.
Yeah.
And the next play, I'm like, that's JJ McCarthy.
Yep.
And I can't physically work it out. It's irritating.
In order to be, I said this before, starter, your best and your worst need to be very close
the
together.
problem.
And then it's far too far apart.
Just a complete lack of consistency at the moment.
And I know we're going to sound like a broken record, but shout out to Shanahan because what he's doing with this roster,
mate, unreal.
And he's running McCaffrey into the absolute pits of hell, but he's getting some wins. And unless there's a huge collapse, they're going to be playing playoff football, and anything can happen.
And
because they've been there and they're battle tested
and getting healthier as it goes too.
Yep.
All right, let's get to some previews. We've got the Thanksgiving games this week.
No, Seattle Titans. Seattle won this week.
Oh, do you want to talk about Seattle Titans?
Nah.
They frog stomped the worst team in football.
Yeah.
No, they didn't. It was the defense took the day off.
Yeah, they did.
The defense played lights out for 3 quarters.
And then they were just like, oh, have a couple of touchdowns.
And then
feel good about yourself.
Unfortunately, we've just absolutely got no one playing for us, and all our special teams players are playing defense and no one playing special teams.
I'm Dong and Scottus. They beat the Titans. Let's see you next week.
Nah.
All right, Packers. Thanksgiving games. 3 games on Friday Australian time. So the Packers are the early game. Packers at the Detroit Lions. Yep. And this seems crazy at 7-4, but never has a team needed a divisional win more than the Detroit Lions.
Both these teams.
Well,
both these teams need this win.
Chicago 8-3 leading the division. Green Bay are second at 7-3-1, and Detroit are third in the division at 7-4. They desperately need this.
Why are they third? Is it because of their record in the division? Is that why?
Because there's a tie, and also Green Bay beat Detroit.
No, well, there's a really easy way to describe this: is that Green Bay are on 7.5 wins.
Oh yeah, because of the draw.
It goes by losses.
The damn Cowboys.
7 wins, 3 losses, and 7 wins and 4 losses.
Yeah. So, like, I do not know what to think about this game because I don't think either of these teams are playing very well.
No, neither are playing exceptionally well. No,
like Packers defense is really good. Lions are absolute Gibbs merchants. Like their offense purely relies on him generating massive plays, and they would have lost to the New York Giants if it wasn't for Gibbs on the weekend.
Yeah, he was phenomenal.
250 total yards. The touchdown in overtime was unreal. I think he's the best running back in football this year, and that includes JTT at this point.
I had him for Opoy.
I think he might steal. Oh, I think JSN will probably steal it. We'll get it. But I think
on pace for 2,000 yards.
Gibbs will be one of those seasons where you're like, yeah, tough break, kid.
Yes.
It's like someone ran for 2,000 yards. It's a tough break.
And
it's
also
a tough break, Derrick Henry.
And JTT as well.
Yeah. So there'll be a couple of guys that will miss out. There's probably going to be 3 or 4 guys that are very deserving this year. But I think Detroit at home, it's not a corner dog game in terms of the NFL season, but in terms of this division, if they lose this game, they go a game and a half behind the Packers and potentially 2 games behind behind Chicago, which I don't think Chicago will beat Philly, which we'll talk about later, but potentially could.
No, because if they lose to the Packers have swept them for the division, so it's an extra win.
So it's 2 wins behind, basically.
Yeah,
3. Oh, we had 2.
Yeah, 2.
2.
Yeah.
If they lose this game, kiss the division goodbye.
Yes, I tend to agree. Not fully, but only
because the Packers will have swept them.
Yeah, and then we've got the Packers. The Packers run home. Get to the Packers have Lions this week. Then they get Bears at Broncos, at Bears, Ravens, and Vikings, which isn't the easiest run.
Tough run, yeah, but neither.
And then
some winnable games.
And then Detroit get Cowboys at home, which they should win.
Yep.
At Rams, which I think they'll lose at this point.
Yeah, definitely.
Steelers they should win. Vikings they should win, and I would hope
Bears coin flip for the division maybe
at the moment. Yeah, like this is one of the most important games of the season for the Detroit Lions.
Well, and you know what the good thing about Thanksgiving is? That's when the season starts.
It is.
Every game means something now. This is where the season really starts. So
if Detroit miss the playoffs, which if they lose this game on the weekend, it's not only the division's gone. With the way the West is going, there's most likely going to be 3 teams out of the West, like highly, highly likely.
Well,
yes,
because 49ers are on 8 wins.
And then they'd already be behind Chicago and Green Bay. If they miss out on the playoffs this year, how badly have they missed their window, Detroit?
I would say that they have missed their window.
Well, I think they could
I kind
reboot.
of already have anyway, personally.
No, I don't think
I don't
they've
know.
missed their windows. I think next year they're still a championship contending team.
They're very young too, in fairness. They're a young roster.
They are. But I think that they may have missed their best opportunity of winning the Super Bowl. They're still in their championship
When do
window.
you think that was, Scott?
When they lost to the 49ers after being up 24-0.
Well, no,
Last year, the year before.
I would say
and last year with Washington, last year the injuries were kind of like at some point it's going to bite them in the ass.
Yes.
The year before they were fully healthy.
Yep.
They jumped the Niners. All the momentum of everyone in the world was like, "Oh my god, Detroit are here.
Yeah, agreed.
This is it." And they just shit it. And Dan Campbell said after that game, he was like,
"You don't know when
we don't know if we're just saying we'll be back here next year." Is ridiculous because we don't know when we'll be back. We just dropped. I think you said I just dropped the biggest opportunity because that's what we love about Dan Campbell. He takes all the ownership.
Shador, shout out.
But if they miss the playoffs this year, he certainly won't get fired. But he's rolling into next season on a slightly hotter seat because you lose your coordinators.
No,
I think his seat is ice cold.
He's rebuilt the worst franchise in the NFL history.
He's rolling into next year with probably the hungriest team that every game is going to be a corner dog game. And
a better schedule.
And better schedule for sure.
Third team schedule would be nice.
And I think that would be like, you know how the 49ers had that, they got trumped a couple of times and they came back and it's like, this is our year. We're just going to be the best team all year.
Yeah.
I think that will be Detroit next year if they don't make it.
Who wins this game?
I think the Packers are just playing more complete football at the moment.
I think offensively, the Packers are very lacklusting. Jacobs is apparently going to play, but they also said he was a game time decision. I think he'll play this week. I think that's why he didn't play this week because it was a short week.
Yep.
I think he'll play, but the Packers offense is fairly.
It's not good.
Not setting the world on fire.
It's struggling at the moment.
I just think the Packers offense is playing a little bit better than the Detroit defense.
So I think a little bit opposite because I think Gibbs could win them this game again.
He's the genuine X factor.
If he has a huge game, they probably win. If the Packers bottle him up, Packers probably win.
Yeah, he's going to need to for them.
And I think it's a coin flip game for me. Detroit at home. I'm just going to roll with Detroit at home. But
that's really fair.
I do not feel good about it in any way whatsoever.
I think Packers are the best team in the league. That's why they're still the number one team.
You are on a heater tonight, Scott.
I love it. Do you know what I like about you? It's the hills that you are willing to die on forever.
He picks the oddest hills to die on too. We spoke about that pre-show as well.
Joel Sanders is going to win an MVP and then be like, nah, shit. I said he was shit. He's shit.
I won't be on this earth if Shador Sanders wins an MVP. I will remove myself.
Don't.
Yeah, coin flip, you take the home team.
I'm taking
that's very fair. That's absolutely very fair.
Should be a good game though. Awesome.
Absolute ripper.
Yeah, no doubt.
The second game is Kansas City Chiefs traveling to the Cowboys. Can I start this one off? I know I'm setting myself up to be hurt, and I know this fully. Cowboys are fucking winning this.
Cowboys are in up to their elbows in this game because they could easily win this game.
Their defense is a lot better now. It's not good, but it's a lot better. The Chiefs' offense really hasn't been that good.
Is average at best.
And the Cowboys' offense with Pickens, shout out Dak Prescott. He just passed he just got the franchise record for passing yards for the Dallas Cowboys.
Ripper.
Passing Tony Romo.
I love history. That is fantastic.
Unreal.
Good on him.
Unreal job. And I truly think that if they are able to win this game, he propels himself into MVP. Stafford's going to be hard to catch, don't get me wrong.
I don't.
But he puts himself back in the conversation.
He's in the top 5 conversation where they're talking.
I think he's second behind Stafford if he wins this week.
Yeah.
That would put them to 6-5-1, which again,
over Darnold?
Only because the defense is so bad. It's like the offense is so productive.
Yeah.
I don't know. I know I'm setting myself up to fail, but my gut's telling me that the Cowboys are going to win this game at home. And I said to George, like, how good's it going to be like being a Cowboys fan this week together?
Oh yeah,
It's fucking
because
Chiefs.
as everyone knows, my second favorite team every week is the team that's playing the Chiefs.
Exactly. We're going to be me and George are in the group chat like, oh, the Chiefs just got a bad call. It'll be the first time we're going to agree all year.
You got a spare Cowboys hat for me, bro? I'll put it on.
I got some. You can wear the Zeke helmet.
I think, and I've been called a Chiefs glazer.
You are
in our group chat. I think the Cowboys are going to come out and run the ball hard and get a win.
Oh,
all three of us are in.
Oh,
I genuinely think all three of us are in.
Fucking gonna lose.
No.
They're going to lose.
That's not a Scott's been an idiot as usual.
They've just
No. I think that the Cowboys, if they can run the ball, they will take some pressure off Dak.
We're going to lose.
And I think that they can win.
Be fun.
No, they can. They will win this game.
They could end the Chiefs season.
Nothing will make me happier.
That'd be unreal. Do nothing will make me happier that we go 1 week from upsetting the Eagles just because of all upset how the Eagles fans were, because that was
no, they're pretty level-headed fans.
And then rolling
not you, as Philadelphia fans with their online footprint, they're all very
quite intelligent.
They're quite intelligent. They've got a very high understanding of football.
I've never been told to go fuck myself more times this week on Instagram in my entire life.
You definitely have.
Yeah, I probably have actually. And then imagine they roll in and end the Chiefs season at home, and Jerry sitting up in the box with a stogie, being like, "Yeah, hey, how good am I?"
What will make it better if the Bears somehow get a dub, and then there's only one game in the division?
No, what would be even better if the Packers lose, and then I don't think that's a good segue. No, the next game is Cincinnati Ravens. We're all taking the Cowboys. Next game is the Cincinnati Bengals. The Joe Burrow-led Cincinnati Bengals.
He's back, baby.
He's just decided to come back. If I spoke to our boy Brocky today, and I said, "Hey, feel about Joe Burrow?" He's like, "Of course he comes back for this week.
Yeah,
of course he does." Last
year, I don't know, this is a little bit different, but last year I think he had 9 touchdowns and 850 yards against the Ravens, and I think one of the games was Jamar Chase had 250 yards and 3 tutties.
Like, and Chase isn't coming back mild. He's not going to be upset coming back this week. He's
coming out with smoke coming out his ears.
So he's well rested after his bye, and
Spitgate 2.0.
No, I think the Ravens have so much more to play for, and they know that they can bury Pittsburgh this week, and I think that
also Burrow's he's going to be rusty.
And let's not forget the quarter and a half we saw of Burrow was very lackluster this year.
Yeah, that's fair too.
So I'm not.
I mean, game and a quarter. Did you play the first?
Yes, game and a half. Sorry, is what I was meant to say. Yeah,
I don't remember how many he played now.
Yeah. So that he was very lackluster as well with when they had all these additional preseason drives. So Ravens comfortably.
The
Bengals defense is terrible still. Remember,
this is a very winnable game for the Bengals.
Oh, I agree. Because division games, man.
Ravens offense isn't setting the world on fire. Lamar is still nowhere near 100%, and the Ravens defense is not great.
I know you wouldn't know this from Philadelphia's performance against a crappy defense, but do you know what a great recipe for getting your offense back on track is?
Playing a crappy defense.
Playing the worst defense in football. Yeah. So the Bengals defense, and you know what the difference between the Bengals defense and the Cowboys defense is? They didn't get Williams in the last 2 weeks. They got worse.
Yeah, I agree.
I think it's a bad defense. It's over.
It's a bad defense, but
if Ravens lose this,
primetime Ravens at home, easy dubs.
This would be one of the worst losses in the past 3 years for the Ravens, including playoffs.
I'm not saying they're going to lose the game. What I'm saying is they better not take them lightly, is what I'm saying.
You should never take a division game lightly.
Yeah.
And what do we think? Lamar going to bounce back?
I think he's going to do enough. I think it's just going to be one team is a complete team or close to a complete team, and one team is searching offensively and defensively. And it might be a little bit scrappy, it might be a little bit of a dirty game to watch, but I think the better team, the better coach team, which is rare when I'm talking about Harbrow, and the team that has more to lose will comfortably win this. So two score game.
No, I don't think it'll be 2 scores, but I agree with your point. It'll be like that scrappy game, and just the Ravens will just be that 1 score ahead the whole game. It'll just end up being like 27-20 or something like that.
I think Lamar's going to just tick it up a notch this week. It's not the Jets and whoever the crap team they beat last week was. It's not. They're going to be
Bears?
like, they didn't beat. They pumped the Bears a few weeks ago.
Yeah,
I think he's going to just be like, all right, I've been a bit tentative. It's time now. Dial it up. And they do not want to lose this game and give Pittsburgh another sniff.
No, that's
they
it.
definitely don't want to lose.
Yeah.
And I don't think they will. They're good enough to beat the Bengals.
And I don't know who Pittsburgh are playing, but I'm sure they'll lose this week because that's Pittsburgh.
Yeah.
We'll talk about them Sunday night, I'm sure.
We will.
Last game. This is a rare Saturday game in Australia.
More Eagles chat. Sign me up.
No, so can I got one question on this game.
Lay it
Because
on.
I think Eagles will win at home. I'm sure, Scotty, you think Eagles at home? You said in our chat, you said that basically said I'm concerned that the Eagles are going to let the Bears come in and nick one off us. Now, it might have been you just lost to the Cowboys.
Look, that was obviously
and emotions were high.
My emotions were high.
That's rare because you're not an emotional person.
That's a lie. So I've had an opportunity to think about it, and what I've sort of surmised is that if Philly want to be considered
this is all Tom's fault. Sorry, go on.
If Philly want to be considered an actual proper fucking franchise and a proper organization that, contends for championships and so on and so forth, they will want to come out and stamp their authority on this game as early as humanly possible.
I'm glad you finally have come out and said this about Philadelphia because they've been lackluster for 4 weeks now.
Yeah, but I've been saying that the whole time, Scott.
No, not. You've been saying that about a lot of teams, but not Philly.
No, that's not true.
No, I think
that's not correct at all.
And not to put words in your mouth, George. I think you've been saying that the defense has been saving them.
Correct.
Yeah.
That's exactly what I've been saying because that's the truth.
Yeah.
But you haven't said that if they want to be taken seriously, they need to win this.
Now we need to be taken seriously
because that loss has happened
because we're 8-3
and the pressure dials up.
That's right. Yeah.
For the record, I think
because wins can spackle over a lot of things, man.
I think for the record, Philly have been lucky for 4 or 5 weeks, and you were going to just drop a game because you haven't been playing well enough. I think that's going to galvanize the team, and I think you're going to come out and just make. I'm still concerned about the offense, but I think defensively you've got a lot of answers for what the Bears are going to try and do.
Yeah,
I think you'll just turn the ball over enough to get enough points to win this game.
I 100% agree, and that's exactly what I was getting to. That like defensively, we'll be able to turn the screws up against Chicago. I don't think they're talented enough to beat us.
Not yet, no.
Like their offense versus our defense, they're not talented.
Put it this way: if they do, and this offense balls out and beats you guys, we have to have a very different conversation about the Chicago Bears on next
and
week.
Philly.
And both probably.
If Caleb Williams balls out and beats us on the road, we'll put a line through Philly. Put a line through Philly. We're done.
A contender.
Put a line through us as a contender. We're done.
I agree.
And I'm not saying that it won't happen. Why I don't think it will happen is because I think the year one in the playbook is not fully expanded yet with Williams and there's still sort of like, if
there's teething issues still.
Well, no, but like maybe they're in like version 1.5 of the playbook. They haven't fully expanded it. They haven't gotten through all the nuts and bolts of all that sort of stuff.
Yep.
Sort of that vanilla spec part of the playbook. And I think that it just is not quite deep enough to beat this contending.
I agree with your point. I agree with your point. And to add to that, just man on man, talent versus talent, Philly's defense is much better than Chicago's offense. Yes, we are.
If they
defensive unit versus their offensive unit, yes,
I don't. If Philly can't generate pressure, which I think they will. I think they will.
Yeah.
But if they can't for some reason, Caleb Williams can torch that back.
Yes, absolutely.
Actually, am I belittling how good like Prescott is? Maybe because when they couldn't pressure Prescott, he just fucking torched him.
But that's always been Prescott's MO. He's been that way since his rookie year.
Yeah.
If you get pressure on him, he struggles, and if you give him time in the pocket, he's going to deal.
I think Caleb Williams.
I think
Caleb Williams is probably entering that stage.
Everything is going wrong tonight.
We
are working through a lot.
All right, we're all taking Philly though at home.
I'd be very surprised.
Are you nervous at all?
Just
coming off the loss, like there's a bit more pressure.
No, because I agree with Scott's point that I think that loss is going to galvanize the team. Like, hey, come on, man, we can't be losing these games. Like, we can't be up 21 points and then lose that game.
I think we'll know very quickly how they feel about that.
So put it, we'll come out.
If you had beaten the Cowboys, I would have been very confident you would have lost this game. I think you just had a loss coming because, and that loss was the Cowboys, and that's very unlucky for the Bears.
Did you see? Because there's been this running joke all year with Chicago and
Philly,
the alliance, because Philly have beaten everyone else in the division for Chicago, and Chicago have beaten everyone else in the NFC East. I saw this post though that was like, the alliance ends this Sunday. It's very funny. That's fucking rare. Like, that shit would not happen very often.
I'll be very surprised if we don't win this game.
I actually think you'll win.
I'll be very surprised if we don't.
I think
Chicago. If we don't, and I'm going on record now, if we somehow lose this game, we'll put a line through us as a contender this year.
I said if Chicago win this game, we're having very real conversations about both teams next Wednesday.
Yeah, because
off the top of the show,
because those two other teams are playing.
Actually, no, Sunday night we'll be having them.
And if the Bears win this game, that puts them in the box seat for the division.
They should pretty much win it.
Depending on what happens with Green Bay, Detroit.
Yeah, true.
Because they'll still only Green Bay will still only be one game behind and play them twice.
Sure.
Yeah, that's fair.
So
have Detroit played Chicago?
Yes, week 2 they beat them.
Oh, they pumped them after they lost to Green Bay. That's right. Yeah. All right, that is it for us this week. Shout out to the Sporting Globe, our amazing sponsor. Download the app, change the information, the sponsor information to the Vault Studio NFL podcast. Get in there, buy a meal, have a few drinks, and enjoy it. And it goes a long way to helping us out. Follow us on all our social medias, Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, and TikTok. Get on there, comment on the clips. Tell us why we're wrong. If we've said something on the podcast, go to Spotify, YouTube, whatever. Comment on it. We want to hear your feedback.
Also, tell us what we get right. We need a little bit of air in our tires every now and then.
My tires are plenty air. Don't worry about that.
I would say that George needs less air. We're bring him down a notch. I'm pretty neutral. I could do with some.
Like
maybe
driving on the sand on the beach. You've got to let some air out of your tires.
Yeah. George is definitely a beach driver. But we'll see you Sunday night for the live show. We'll be recapping these 4 games, which is awesome. We're going to have some few games to recap. And then we'll be previewing a bunch of others. So make sure you tune in Sunday night, 8:30. We'll see you all there.
I love this time of year.
Ciao.
Go football.